We're really excited to welcome you to Dhanakosa on a walking retreat. My name is Bea and I'm going to take you through what you should pack to make sure you can join the walk safely and comfortably. But first of all, a few quick things on the walks themselves. Generally, they're between 8 and 12 kilometres long and take between 3 and 5 hours to complete, though this will vary based on the weather, the retreat and group preferences. Usually, when there's a day with a walk on retreat, there'll be 3 options of walk you can pick from, so you can choose a walk that suits your level. So what are the 3 categories of walk? First, tracks and glens. These tend to be on made paths, hill tracks and quiet roads. They might have some short sections that are on unmade paths too. And generally you'd climb between 100 to 300 metres over the course of the whole walk. Second, hill and moor. These tend to be on unmade paths, open hill and hill tracks, and you would generally climb between 300 to 600 metres over the course of the whole walk. And finally, high hills. These tend to be on unmade paths and open hill and include steep and challenging terrain. Over the course of the whole walk, you climb between 600 to 900 metres. We also have 2 different kinds of walking retreat at Dhanakosa. The first is walking and nature awareness. These retreats tend to have a lot of track and glen walks and some hill and moor walks too. And secondly, we have hill walking retreats, which tend to have more hill and moor and high hill walk options. So what do you need to bring with you to make sure you can join the walk safely and comfortably? If you'll go on a hill and moor or a high hill walk, you'll need a pair of hiking boots, like these. You want hiking boots with good ankle support and good soles because you'll be on uneven and steep ground. If our walk guides feel you don't have appropriate footwear, they won't take you on the walk. For track and glen walks, hiking boots also work great, or you can wear trainers, as long as they've got good grip and you don't mind them getting a bit muddy or wet. For your legs, you want something relatively light that you can move easily in, like these walking trousers that I'm wearing or leggings. You want to avoid tracksuits or jeans, as these can get very wet and heavy. On your top half, you want a long sleeve base layer like I have here. It could be made from synthetic fabric or merino wool, for example. Try to avoid cotton if you can. On top of that, a warm fleece, and because it can get pretty chilly, a second fleece layer too. On a similar vein, you want a woolly hat and warm gloves to keep yourself cosy. Because we can get wet and wind here, you'll want waterproof trousers and a waterproof jacket. These don't need to be really expensive or fancy, just enough to keep the wet and the wind off you. On the flip side, sometimes we get gorgeous sun, so you'll also want to bring sun cream, sunglasses and a sun hat. As I mentioned, the walks last for between 3 to 5 hours, so you'll also want something to eat and drink. So it would be great to bring a refillable water bottle and some Tupperware or a sandwich bag to put your lunch in. And finally, you want a little rucksack that you can put this all in so you can bring it with you on the walk. You might also be thinking you'd like to do some self-guided walks while you're here. If that's the case, you can chat to one of the walk leaders, but also make sure to bring a compass and a map. The 365 Explorer map for the Trossachs is a really good one for the local area. And that's it. I hope you have a really lovely retreat and lovely set of walks.